All right. Today I have a special guest here. My mom's dog is here uh, on this bed. It's She's out of frame right now, but uh, we'll see if she decides to move closer to here somewhere. But anyway, uh, I hope she won't distract me too much. But yeah, yesterday, to the topic, yesterday EA revealed the full gameplay of NHL22, giving about half an hour of just pure gameplay. Uh, and they also, during those gameplay videos, or video, they talked about, just a couple of things about the game, and also their feedback from the technical beta test. So uh, they mainly talk about the, passing, and I really like the passing, because it's not it's not anymore like there's a magnet on the stick, so uh, you don't always get the puck straight to your uh, stick, and it's a little bit more challenging to get. I think the more powerful the pass is, uh, the more difficult it is to uh, receive the pass, and also they talk about just the gameplay stuff, how the frostbite engine, uh, moving to the frostbite engine, and how it affects the gameplay. And yeah, I'm not really going to talk about those things that they talked about, the EA dev team members. But I'm going to give my analysis on the gameplay, what I saw, and what I think of, you know, things in the gameplay. That just piqued my attention when watching that video uh, during the almost 30-minute gameplay video. So uh, they didn't just uh, show two teams against each other, so they kind of cut to the next game, show a little bit of uh, some game, and then cut to the next game. So I think they showed almost all of the NHL teams, and we also at last we saw the first time Seattle Kraken team on action, and yeah, their jerseys look phenomenal. I just love those jerseys, the colors, and also the Seattle Kraken logo is, I think, just beautiful. Yeah, I really love everything about this new team. Uh, they don't necessarily have, top tier superstar in the team, but I think it's quite balanced team altogether. But yeah, now I'm going to talk about the things I personally saw in that video. So first of all, you know during the matches, the user interface looks quite the same like NHL21. So there's a bar below that shows the two teams, and the score, uh, let's say Washington Capitals 2 versus Anaheim Mighty Ducks 1. So that is still the same as last year, and I think that was quite a nice feature. If I remember, that was the new thing for NHL 21. I can't remember if there was that bar below on NHL 20, but yeah. So what caught my attention on that gameplay video was definitely, I would say, checking, hitting open ice hits. Some of the open ice hits looked so much better than on earlier NHL games. So there was uh, one body check that really the other guy just flipped over over the checker, and that looked phenomenal I think. And yeah, I would say in general that checking the open ice hits look much better, much more realistic than that they were before. And also I would say the new shot blocking system is really cool, looks much more realistic than it was. I didn't really like the shot blocking in previous games. It was just like you press the L1 and R1 together, and the player would just drop his body all over to the ice, and it's looked kind of silly and not very realistic. So this time these blocks, shot blocks, look much better in my opinion. So a big improvement on that, and like I said, the checking overall, big improvement on that category too. Um, so yeah, about you know the goals itself, there was so many goals seen on that video, and yeah, the goals look really good. I would say not that much, but uh, slightly more realistic and better than on previous games. But still, I would say that it kind of bothers me that when you know, let's say you make a slap shot from a defender on maybe power play, and you uh, score a goal, the goal net doesn't really move. It's like a concrete wall, so you don't see the realistic, uh, you know, uh, the net moving like in FIFA games. But yeah, that is of course different. Ball going, towards the goal, and just puck going to the much smaller goal. Uh, but yeah, it kind of still is very primitive. That the goals just feels like a concrete wall. The nets doesn't really, move, and doesn't react to the puck uh, pretty much at all. So that's still a little bit bothering me, but yeah, I would say uh, shots look at great, but I think one-timers, wrist shots, slap shots, they already look at fine to me in previous games. So I would say a slight improvement on shots also. The skating, I would say the skating actually looks quite different than on NHL 21 and NHL 20, and couple of previous games. It definitely looks better, a little bit more realistic, not ultra realistic, but more realistic than on previous games. It has the kind of smoother transition to different animations maybe, but just slight improvement on that, not like radical improvement on that category. Also, on that gameplay we didn't really see that many penalties, but of course there are new cutscenes of from penalty boxes where player goes to penalty box and the camera shows cuts to the player being in frustration and just throws the drinking bottle or something. Yeah, so those look actually, it's a nice detail. Those look much better than before. What else? So I talked about passing, shotting, skating, shot blocking, uh, hits, open ice, or just body checking. Yeah, I mean that's about it. Of course, it was nothing special really, just showing pure, straight, continuous gameplay for a little bit for less than 30 minutes. So yeah, just wanted to give my thoughts. So I would say now in the end, overall, I was not hugely impressed by the video, but definitely happy enough to say that the game looks and feels and moves very nicely. So and also, okay, yeah, graphics, I would say. The graphics don't necessarily look, again, not radically better, not like really much better, but yeah, you can see definitely that the Frostbite engine looks better than the Ignite engine, uh, especially on some reflections and the textures on ice, the textures on jerseys and clothing of players, the visors, the reflections on visors, and just details like that look definitely better. And we didn't really know what version they were playing. I would guess it was Xbox Series X version or S, I would say X version, because they are really, advertising the Xbox, because there were Xbox logo before the gameplay video, and it also ended with the play it on new Xbox, played it on all new Xbox. So they definitely advertise Xbox in NHL 22, which I don't really know why, but maybe they have some kind of deal with Microsoft or something. But anyway, I don't think there are, actually any differences between, say, Xbox Series version and PS5 version. I think they will be completely, or I would say 99.5% identical in every way. So I don't really care if it didn't show the PS5 version. Yeah, I guess I think I'm almost sure they show it the Xbox Series X version, and it just would be stupid if they show it the Xbox One version. Why the hell? Because this is first leap to next generation console, so it just would be really stupid to show the last gen version. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the and my mom's dog is just sleeping. Okay, comes a little bit closer, but still you can't see it. Okay, I'll just move this camera a little bit, so there it is. Mindy. She doesn't react. Just too tired. Yeah, so see you in the next video. And yeah, we are about 2 weeks away from the NHL22, and I'm getting so excited. I just want to play the goddamn game already. And yeah, like I promised, the review of NHL 22 on PS5 comes really soon after the release of the game, so that I promise. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye.